Hey, going to do a quick rundown of the Fender Malibu CE electric acoustic guitar. Features a spruce laminated top, mahogany sides and back, and of course, because it's an electric, it features an onboard tuner, onboard preamp rather, with a built-in tuner. Has treble, mid, bass, and volume control, and your input jack is right there. And if you'll notice, it's a little bit smaller than a regular full-bodied acoustic guitar. It's a lot easier to play, a lot more accessible for a lot of different reasons. I think the main reason why it's so easy to play is because of the neck. The neck is a Fender Stratocaster profile neck. 9.5-inch radius, Kluson style tuners for a vintage look, rosewood fingerboard, maple neck, and this cutaway means you can even do leads on this guitar where you can't really do that on a regular acoustic guitar. You can actually access these upper frets, and it's much easier to play than a regular acoustic. You can also have no problem doing bar chords, full bar chords, much higher on the neck. So if you play with a capo, this is a dream. On a regular acoustic guitar, it's a lot tougher to do because the neck is wider, the action of the strings is higher, and invariably your intonation is going to go out the harder you press on the strings. But here you don't have to press that hard because the action is very low. And I've set the action a little lower than when I got it, actually a lot lower. When I got it, it was still low because again you're talking about an electric style neck. But I like my action really almost on the fretboard, because that's no problem. That's not even trying. Because the neck is the action is so easy. Here, take a clip. I'm going to plug the guitar in. You can take a listen to it through the computer so you can hear the sound of the actual pickup. Okay, so that's played with the guitar plugged directly into iMovie, and that's the sound of the guitar when it's electric. And of course, you can modify that. You can make it sound a lot like a nylon string guitar by just lowering your treble, upping your bass, lowering your mids, and you can get like a nylon string kind of vibe out of it. Here's a clip of playing some classic track, but changing the tone as I play through it. And the other cool thing is it's a great guitar to learn on because, again, the neck is so accessible. It's a good guitar to practice your scales on. You can practice your scales without having to, screw your hand up by having to press so hard and get your hand around a big, regular style acoustic neck. A more classical neck is even worse because you really have to have, a great bridge on your hand to be able to do that. Which I recommend, by the way, if you want to become a classical guitar player or a heavy metal guitar player. But, if you're just starting out and you don't want to, kill your fingers, this is the way to do it. You can play on this, you can practice on this, and you won't bust your hands. So yeah, altogether I think it's a really good guitar. One thing I gotta mention is that there's a little bit of buzzing on the first two frets on the E string. So F, F sharp, has some buzzing. You can hear that a little bit. G, there's no buzzing at all. So what that means is probably the G fret and the F sharp fret and the F fret need to be dressed a little bit. You can get a fret rocker and just see which of the frets, or get a straight edge and just see which of the frets is causing the problem. And then just go in and just do a little bit of filing on that fret to get it down, and that'll take care of that problem. Or you can raise the action just a little bit with the truss, or with the bridge. So it's up to, you know, with the bridge you'd have to probably do a little shimming or something, or replace this part. Those are easy fixes. So yeah, thanks for looking. I think it's a really fun guitar to play, and I think you'll really enjoy it. The Malibu, Fender Malibu CE.